Welcome back. So I got some medium size, large size, whatever you want to call them, slabs, as well as some photos, postcards, and a little bit special item in the back. Well, back of the unslabbed stuff. But jumping right in, have some oddball items here. So these are two postcards, inexpensive postcards, from Molly Picone. I can't remember the pronunciation. Um, but she was one of the Yiddish theater actresses early on, and it's interesting to see some of the. See, this one I enjoyed because that's, something she brought home from Israel, a recent trip, according to the note. And then this is a little bit older, and this is obviously a self-portrait. But Yiddish theater, you gotta add a few things here and there when they're really, really inexpensive. It's a nice premium. Now we're getting into the really good stuff. This is very inexpensive. I actually only have one other one of these, and it's in a slab, a large slab. So I was looking for another one for the right price. Now this one does have kind of the missing corner. There's a blank back. It's a very nice pastel colorization of a premium of the same pose. Again, they just colorized it for this time around. So I was happy to pick up another one of these for the Greenberg PC. And here, you saw a purple pennant before during my little John Mangini video. And here we have a green pennant. A little bit miscut, to say the least. But really, really hard to find these. And I was very fortunate in that the seller from whom I bought the purple also had this one. However, I was very slow in going after the other pennants that this seller was listing. Listed 4 total Greenberg pennants. I got one of them, notified other Greenberg collectors that I'd gotten it, and by the time really I went back, the seller had already listed 3 more and they had already sold. Thankfully, Michael Shain was the other person that bought the other 3. And he already had a copy of this one, so he was willing to sell it to me for exactly what it was listed for. And some cards I showed in a previous video that were thrown in, he threw into the package as well, which was very generous. So thankfully now I have 2 of the, I believe, 7 pennants that are known to exist. So I think that's pretty darn good, especially with how infrequently these are listed nowadays. While they were much more common in the past, they do not come up often at all. In fact, this is the first pennant listing that I'd personally seen on eBay in about a year. So finally able to get a couple, this being my second one. And now let's do a little bit of autograph signature analysis. So obviously PSA slab, PSA DNA, first day cover, Hank Greenberg. This is from July 6, 1983. Nice black Sharpie there. So toward the end of his life, passed away in 86. So you have the end of his life there. Toward the middle, you have this government issue government postcard, which is common during these years. This being 1956, June 8th, 56, for people to simply send the government postcards out for people, especially players, to sign and send back. And I like them because usually it's a nice kind of blank canvas for signature, and then it's specifically dated, so you can really pinpoint when the signing took place. And obviously this was sent from Cleveland, Ohio, because Hank at the time was the GM of the Indians. And now, so you've mid kind of executive, you have the retirement signature essentially, when he was an executive. Now when he was a player, in 1939, you had the baseball Centennial. It's from June 12th, 1939, with a very, very nice period Hank Greenberg auto. Again, as I've said time and again, if you look at the two signatures, basically after he returned from the war, the signature went like this, and it looped out. So right and up. Prior to the war, you have the G. He does bring it back, but then quickly brings it under his last name. So it's a very easy way to differentiate when a signature took place on Greenberg items. But early signatures are pretty much drying up, so I was happy to grab this one when I did, and I think for a very, very fair price. And this one actually does have the signature graded at a 9. So have a few Centennial envelopes now. Did not have a Greenberg one, but now I do. So 3 more Hank autos, all dated, which is fantastic to add to the collection. Very nice Pennant, thanks to Michael Shain, and another premium with a couple of Yiddish postcards kind of thrown into the mail mix. So overall, pretty darn solid Greenberg mail day. Some great signatures, nice dated material, which I'm always happy to add. And now with a lot of the cards either already in my collection or priced way beyond my means at this point, I think I'm going to try and focus on a lot of the dated autos for Greenberg if I can, because I think it'll be just really nice to see a nice year to year or every few years run of his autos, and I can look and see exactly when everything was signed. So that's what I got for you this time around, and until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And more importantly, and most importantly, have fun. And have fun by getting active in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.